Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle.
All right, here we go on a Tuesday. Well, if it's Tuesday, you know where our Taco Tuesday, Wing Tuesday, Catch All Tuesday location is. We are set up brand new, live and coming to you from the inside of the Hurricanes in Jointon Creek. That's right, deep in the heart of Mandarin. If you're in the area, come by, say hi. We're here 4 to 6. If not, obviously, keep watching, keep sharing, keep following us right here on the stream on Action News Jax / Action Sports Jax. Terry Norvelle here on a Tuesday. I'm in a frisky mood. I'm in a good mood. A lot to cover today on the program, including, well, I'm going to throw out my opinion, and that's all it is, my opinion. Agree, disagree, that's up to you. My opinion on the Tyreek Hill situation. The tape is out. The film is out. I've got what I think are strong opinions on what I saw, what I believe, and what I think, and that's me. I would love to hear from you. You can agree with me, disagree. Tyreek Hill. Jaguars back to work, trying to stay away from the dreaded 0-2. If you haven't followed the NFL, since 1990, the 0-2 start is the kiss of death. The Jaguars are one of several teams, and really one of several, I want to call, legitimate teams that are 0-1 that are staring down the 0-2 gun barrel. Now, what do you mean, Terry? You may be asking, what do you mean about 0-2? Well, the history, the numbers state that since 1990, way back in 1990, and I don't know why they went to 1990. I don't know if that's when the league expanded. I don't know. But 1990 was a long time ago. Okay, since 1990, the NFL numbers state that if you start out the season 0-2, you only have an 11% chance of making the playoffs. So it is almost dire for any of the 0-1 teams, including the Jacksonville Jaguars, including the Cleveland Browns, who come in on Sunday. We'll talk about that, where Jacksonville is. Still lamenting the Miami game. Jaguars didn't play very good. They didn't play very clean. Miami didn't play very good. Miami didn't play very clean. We'll talk about that. Kind of relive the Jacksonville-Miami game, kind of peek ahead. Injuries in the secondary / receiving core may go a long way in determining this Jacksonville-Cleveland game. Tyson Campbell, David Njoku, the tight end. By the way, we'll go over some numbers. But the tight end for the Cleveland Browns, Njoku, from the Miami Hurricanes, he absolutely torched the Jaguars last year in Cleveland, and he may not be available. How big is that? Tyson Campbell looks like he will be out. How big is that? We'll talk about that. The NFL dreaded 0-2 start, and we'll look around at some NFL news and notes, some other programs, some other organizations, I should say, that are facing that potential 0-2 bugaboo. Some good games coming up in the NFL, of course. And what about the Thursday night game? Buffalo at Miami. Ooh, somebody gets that win, and somebody jumps up quickly in the AFC East. Miami hosting Buffalo. We'll talk about that. The Florida Gators, what does Billy Napier do at quarterback? I've got my opinion. It may or may not coincide with your opinion. And we hope to catch up with Patrick Young on all these topics here momentarily. Patrick is with us. Patrick, one of the big topics today, Billy Napier, the quarterback situation at Florida, everything factored in, a almost must win. If Napier loses this thing and he goes 1-2, it's probably the beginning of the end, Patrick. If he goes 0-2, 1-2 with the rest,
it's still a loss. You think that matters as much? Getting blown out, we know that's
No, I think Billy Napier is past moral losses, if you know what I mean. Not moral, moral losses.
Yeah.
I think it would be really tough. But how does he handle the quarterback situation? How would you handle it? How would I handle it? And I'm a little different probably than a lot of people. I'll give you a little tease. I don't necessarily believe in the sports Bible, quote unquote. You see what I'm doing? The sports Bible, and I've never really seen the Bible. I've heard about the Bible. I've never actually seen it.
Yeah.
Or I've never known it exists. You can't lose your job due to injury.
What?
Really? You've heard that for years. A player.
Literally, when I had my black on, when you were off 3 Fridays ago, he literally said 3 people got hurt in front of him. That's how he got his opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where I was going with that is, and we can get into it now. We can wait. We can tease. I want to talk some Major League Baseball. I want you and I to talk some more college football, including where does Notre Dame go? I think Notre Dame's got to start looking for a football coach. They hired the wrong guy. They hired a guy on emotion. We'll get to all that. But you know what, Patrick? Let's back up. We've got guys chiming in. We've got a couple guys. Tommy says he sees us. Glad to have you, Tommy, here on the comment section. Feel free to comment with us. And Patrick, you and I, we're going to describe. We've got 2 Florida Texas A&M tickets to give away. We do it every single Gator home game. We are so proud to kind of give back to our people. I know Josh, our winner from last week, Josh.
Oh my gosh.
He went to the Florida game this past Saturday and had a big time. And that's kind of what we want to do. We want to give back. We've got a wonderful sponsor, and we'll tell you a little bit about them. You'll see them on our sponsor rotation right there at the top, and you'll see them on commercial. But we've got a great sponsor that has put up 2 Gator home football tickets every game. And what a schedule it is, man. Patrick, the home schedule for the Gators is great. We've already given away 2 home tickets to the Florida-Miami game. Thank you very much. The Florida game the other night, I can't even remember who they played. Who the hell they beat the other night?
Sanford.
Sanford. The Florida-Sanford game. We are giving away this week 2 tickets to the Florida-Texas A&M game. And, Patrick, I think you're going to help me figure out how we're going to do it. But I'm going to tease you a little bit. Folks, if you want to win the drawing, the decision maker, and I think, Pat, you and I will make the decision on who wins. We're going to give people 100 words or less. Tell us why you deserve those tickets, what you're going to do with them, who you're going to share them with, who you're going to not share them with, who's going to come with you to the game, who has been to a game, who has not been. We want you to tell us your best story, and we will kind of let that be the determining factor. But back to Florida. Let's go ahead and start, Patrick, with this topic. The Florida quarterback situation. Lagway is in his 6th year of college football. 6 years.
Mertz.
I'm sorry, Mertz. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Lagway was dynamic, albeit against a weaker opponent. Patrick, where do you fall on if you
he did okay against Miami the little bit of time he was there. So, you know.
Where does Patrick Young fall if Billy Napier called you up tonight, Zoomed you tonight, Zoomed you tomorrow, Zoomed you Friday while they go to the hotel and said, Patrick Young, you know our quarterback situation. Mertz is now out of concussion protocol. He's been around college football 100 years. He's a good, solid quarterback. He's been a good doobie here a year and a half. DJ Lagway is a 5-star recruit. Everybody in the country wanted him. He's played limited time, but when he plays, he shows incredible potential. Patrick Young, where do you go if Billy Napier said, you make the play-in time decision for the Gator quarterback position this Saturday, starting at 3:30 against Texas A&M? Patrick Young, where do you go? I know it's a
Oh,
tough.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. You went around your nose to scratch. You went around your elbow to scratch your nose.
Okay,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Where do you go, big
Goodness
boy?
gracious, I was waiting.
Where do you go? And it looks like you're moving. Are you moving?
I'm not.
Looks like you got your whole apartment in your back of your car. What are you doing?
No, this is getting all stuff for the golf tournament ready. I got a bunch of and I have a storage unit, so I got a little piggy bank in there. My piggy bank probably has about $700 or $800 total in there. Because sometimes like I used to be a person that never carried cash.
Yeah.
So if I ever had cash, no matter how big the bill was, I would just put it in the piggy bank. Just put it in there.
Hey, can I borrow?
And
Hey, Pat, can I
huh?
borrow $20? You wouldn't have to
It's
have
in the piggy bank, man. We gotta wait till it gets too full to break it open.
All right.
But I think simply the question that the simple question that every single coach asks in every sport when putting up a lineup: who gives us the best chance to win?
Yes.
Who puts us in a position to win? And it's hard to say for DJ Lagway because he hasn't played in a game like this or won like. Graham Mertz has won big games before. I think you still start Graham Mertz just because he has the pedigree. And I stand on what I said yesterday. You give him two possessions, if it's 3-and-out, you go to DJ Lagway, right? There's no wait until the fourth quarter, wait until the second half.
I can live with that.
You go and change it right away, and it's because then you can't say, all right, coach tried to go with the veteran that had the experience to make it work. And look, there can be flags, sacks, drop balls, all that. That comes with football. You gotta just let that go and say, hey, regardless of what happened, we had 2 3-and-outs. We need to score points. Let's put DJ in. I don't know if you put him in and keep him in. Like, what if he's terrible? Because that's gonna look crazy, right? Going back and forth.
Yeah.
That would look. Has a team did that? I know there's been teams that their offense is 2 quarterbacks. Like they literally just and it was a team recently I saw that did that. Was it with Florida State? No, it wasn't Florida.
1997, I was on the field in Gainesville at Florida Field and watched the #1 team in the nation and undefeated Florida State Seminoles roll into Gainesville against an average, an already 2 or 3 loss Florida team coached by Steve Spurrier. And he ran Doug Johnson and Noah Brandeis out almost every play. He had to rotate it, and Florida upset him.
Wow.
and
almost every play. That's so crazy.
Almost every play he ran them out. I kind of subscribe to your theory. I think Lagway, for Florida to win Saturday, Lagway has to take the majority of the snaps. But let me back up. I've never seen the sports Bible. There is a sports Bible that people reference. You cannot lose your position to an injury. I'm not so sure I've ever believed that. That sounds like the tie goes to the runner. Well, you know what? That's not really a true rule in the book either. That's kind of a wives' tale. You said it a moment ago, though. Billy Napier's #1 charge when it comes to the quarterback position or any position on the University of Florida football program, Billy Napier's #1 charge is to put the best players in the best position to win a football game and a bunch of football games.
Yeah, that's it.
And I know Samford is not. Mertz has played against Ohio State and Michigan and Georgia and Florida State and LSU. I get all that.
I don't think he's beat any of those. No, I don't think he's beat. Maybe he won any of those games.
Maybe he hasn't beat them, but Mertz hasn't been bad. Florida,
no, he hasn't.
Florida wasn't non-bowl eligible last year because Mertz. He had a good year. Mertz had 20 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He had a good year on a bad team. With all of that said, this is Graham Mertz's 6th year in college football. Not 4, not 5, 6. His 6th year in college football. Graham Mertz, if the world lines up perfectly, Patrick Young, for Graham Mertz, I mean on the axis and the the circumference and the world lines up perfect, Graham Mertz might be able to draw a couple of years of third-string quarterback pay in the NFL, right? Maybe.
I mean, look at Kyle Trask.
Maybe.
Right? Look at Kyle Trask. He's been back up to Brady. That makes sense. And now he got beat out. He's never been a starter. And he was tremendous.
With
Kyle Trask was tremendous in his last year.
With all that said, it's not like Graham Mertz mom, Graham Mertz, your father, your young son has had an incredible run in college football. You've taken 8 million snaps. You've played in some of the biggest, greatest venues in the world in college football. You've had a hellacious run. We know what you are. We appreciate you coming to Gainesville a year and a half ago. But we, the University of Florida, with DJ Lagway, you may be sitting on a guy, and I used this analogy or these analogies, Patrick, yesterday. DJ Lagway may be, to use a baseball analogy, he may be the pitcher that you put on the mound and he throws strikes at 102 miles an hour. He may be the tennis player that goes out one-on-one and throws the ball up and he serves the tennis ball at an unheard of 140 miles an hour. He may be the golfer that tees it up, DJ Lagway, that stripes it right down the middle, 325 yards down the middle. You may be sitting on a special player. I've got to give him the majority of the snaps. Who starts? Do I tip my hat to Graham Mertz and let him start Saturday against A&M? Maybe. But Lagway's got to play the game. Lagway has got to play the game. And, Patrick, the worst thing I think Billy Napier could do would be hold Lagway until it's 14-0 A&M or 17-0 A&M. Throw Lagway in, have a hellacious comeback, and run out of time. You know what I mean by that? And run out of time and lose 28-27 because you know what? Lagway needed 2 more possessions, but you didn't give it to him. Lagway has got to play the bulk of the time and then probably just phase out Mertz. They may need Mertz, by the way.
I wish there was a way we could anonymously ask one of the Florida players, like if we could not have Trey Wilson. Hey, who do you want out there?
Sure.
Who do you really want out there, Trey? Who do you really want out there, Montrell? Because the players they know they've seen DJ's how special he is and they've seen his flashes.
Yeah.
And they I'm sure they like Graham, but it's not personal. It's just, hey, this guy brings he extends plays and keeps the ball in our hands longer.
And you know what? There may be, if Lagway gets the bulk of the season, the rest of the year, I'm not saying there's not 2 or 3 or 4 situations where Mertz is important. Remember, the Gators haven't been on the road yet. They'll go on the road next week. They've been home, and 90,000, and we are the boys, and Tom Petty, and everything's, the orange, blue, go, get all that. Hey, we don't know what Lagway is going to do that first time with cowbells ringing in Starkville next week.
Oh my gosh!
Or
speaking of, where's my cowbell? I got to get gifted it.
My man's working on it, and he's here. By the way,
he said he's going to gift it to me.
Yeah, and he's working on it. That's all I can say. And number one, you're awfully tacky for asking for a present. Okay, don't ask for your present. That's tacky, Patrick.
I just had to remind him.
He's here and he's taking care of it. But
that is a very handsome woman walking by my car. Go on.
Well, tell her Terry said hi. Tell her, say Terry.
Her boyfriend looked at me and I just looked down.
You didn't say that.
Checking my girlfriend out. Yeah, I did.
Why don't you go beat up the boyfriend and tell her Terry said hi? Show me you're a team player right now. Show me you're a team player.
Too much work.
But anyway,
You're a team player. You helped me out of the rain yesterday. That was.
what about the rain?
San Marco? And I want to drive down it today to see how that flooded. It was that there was a police officer walking through on San Marco Avenue or road, whatever that road's called.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was knee height to the officer. Yeah. And they had drains and stuff going, and they had I think the police probably ended up blocking off that area because, yeah, it was a restaurant that had water up to their door, and I'm like, they're closed.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we had a great Monday broadcast. Our Monday home is, of course, Four Score Golf Tavern over there in San Marco. But, San Marco has historically been a flooding area. Jacksonville City of has done a nice job kind of configuring the sewage and the drainage area. But, San Marco is a low-lying area. And, Patrick, when we got done with the show yesterday, we had a great show. Great show at Four Score Golf. But, man, it would not stop raining, would it? You and I finally just said, we got to go, man. We
stayed in almost an extra hour. We had to. It was.
And you and I went different directions. You went into the heart of San Marco and got caught. Thank God I went the other way. You called me.
Yeah, thank goodness you did.
As a nice friend, you called me and said, don't go my way. I said, I don't have to go that way. Thank God.
I just wondered, we're still in hurricane season, and we only had the one that gave us some problems. I'm like, is raining every day like that? Would you rather have that, or would you rather have
one big one? Yeah.
A hurricane that comes
one
once a month?
Yeah.
Obviously, the rain, because it's going to be less destruction.
Yeah.
We're not dealing with the wind.
Well,
we've had a pretty slow hurricane season. Let's hope it stays that way.
Knock on wood. Pat, let me wrap up. We'll take a break. Come back. We've got a lot of topics on the table. Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle, and you hear from of course, our Monday. Our Tuesday.
Oh, who sent us that? We got a long message here.
Hurricanes joint degree. But Pat, let me finish. Give me a quick second. Let me finish what I was saying.
No.
With regard to the quarterback situation, Lagway's got to get the bulk of the carries, the bulk of the snaps. He's got to. He may be special. But I'm not saying there may be 3 or 4 times where Graham Mertz is needed. Graham Mertz has played at Wisconsin, jump around. He's played at Ohio State. He's played at the Big House. He's played at LSU. He's played Auburn, right? He's played Georgia and Jacksonville. There may be 3 or 4 times where DJ Lagway overwhelmed. I don't know if that's the right word, but Lagway may need to come out of a game and catch his breath a little bit. I think Mertz is needed, and you want to keep him engaged on your team, and I think he will. He's a mature – Graham Mertz has got to be pushing 23, 24 years old, right? He's in his 6th year of college. I think there's a place on this Florida football team for Graham Mertz the rest of this season. I just think Lagway, at the end of this year, if Florida's going to win the most football games, I don't know if that's 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, I don't know. If Florida's going to win the most football games they can possibly squeeze out of the 2024 season, I think DJ Lagway has to take, 400 some odd snaps in this season. That's my thought. Let's take a break.
I mean, it makes sense if the Gators are 1-5. Start the first 6 games. I mean, I don't see why you don't just start DJ Lagway the rest of the way.
Absolutely. One down, a long way to go. It is a Tuesday edition, of course, on the Young and Norvelle Show. We're coming to you from our Tuesday home. It's a Taco Tuesday. Even though they are known for their wings, do not sleep on the taco menu. Right here at Hurricanes Joint the Creek. Terry Norvelle, Patrick Young, and you on the other side.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jax Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jax Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jax Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dynamic Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jax to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jax in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jax 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV. You can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jax 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville.
It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air.
It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who is coming to your house. You know they will be well trained and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at boldcityac.com.
Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. boldcityac.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs.
Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at boldcityac.com. Homegrown in your hometown.
Whoa, look at all the clouds over Jackson, Vegas. My goodness, downtown Jacksonville. It's looked like that for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I don't mind the rains. We welcome you back to the Young Norvelle Show, coming to you from our deep Mandarin home. We're deep in the heart of Mandarin. Glad to be here. The Hurricanes at Julington Creek, right at the Julington Creek Bridge. Come by, say hi if you're in the area. If not, make sure anytime you stop by. They had a big crowd here for the Jaguars. Good Saturday crowd for college football. Fun neighborhood hangout. Good vibe here at Julington Creek. The Hurricanes in Julington Creek. Full menu. Of course, wings. Well, that's in the name. Hurricanes wings here in Julington Creek. But don't sleep on the tacos. Big time tacos. I'm taking 20 wings out of here today, Patrick. I'm going to put in the last segment. I'm putting in an order for 20. I'm taking them home. It's kind of a rainy night. I ain't cooking, Patrick.
No flavor.
I ain't cooking. I don't know. I'm going to get them naked and kind of figure it out from there. All right, Pat, serious topic I want to get to. You're a grown-ass man. I'm a grown man. I've got my opinion. You've got your opinion. I do not want to try to influence you in any way, shape, or form. But I want to talk about the Tyreek Hill situation from Sunday. The body cam is out, has been out. Everybody's seen it. I hope you.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I will go first, and please, Patrick, I know you are a man. You stand by your opinions. I will respect any way you go, and you and I have not talked about this. After hearing Tyreek and the NFL explain on Sunday, and we didn't have the body cam yet, we kind of had to listen to one side, and Tyreek Hill once the body cam footage came out, after watching it, I am 200% convinced. I think Tyreek Hill was wrong. I think he caused the situation. I think he inflamed the situation. And I think as this thing plays out, in my opinion, I think at some point Tyreek Hill needs to be the bigger man and step up and at some point say, I want to apologize to the Miami Police Department. Maybe I was too hyped up because I had a football game. Maybe when they put a microphone in front of me after the game and asked me about it, I was still too hyped up. I think Tyreek Hill caused that entire situation, and I'll stand by that. Patrick Young, I don't know if you've seen the video. If you have or haven't, I would love to hear your thoughts on it as well.
Well, the first thing is your SOL on a Tyreek apology, since his agent or whoever it is asking for those police officers to be fired.
Drew
right.
House, which an agent should do, probably stand by your guy. Yeah.
You know, I think I understand one aspect of it, of Tyreek not wanting other fans and people, because he was in a really nice car. The doors open up butterfly ways.
Yeah, sure.
So I can understand him not wanting to have the window down all the way, but he absolutely and I will say both sides are wrong, but because the police officers have authority to enforce the law.
Well said.
Like they are the ones in control of power, whatever, and people have to understand, when a police officer decides that you are like you're not cooperative, and they make that decision that they're going to put hands on you because they've asked you multiple times, there is no slow down. Okay, yeah, man. I overdid it. No, when they decide to put hands on you because they have to control the situation, they got to do it. That's how they are trained, because they need to get the situation under control. And I think Tyreek, you don't have to roll the window all the way down.
Yes.
But he should have, and you can see in my vehicle, he could have left it right here.
Good point.
Could have left it right here.
Good point.
And he was like, hey, just give me my ticket, whatever. Leave the window open, because they're going to ask questions. You don't have to answer the questions. This is in the I don't think Tyreek Hill was a great example, and maybe the police officers, after him repeatedly saying, "Don't hit my window, don't tap my window," he's not damaging your car by tapping on your window. First off, right? And Tyreek Hill repeatedly saying that over and over, it's going to irritate the police officer that's trying to get control of the situation. Because really, it wasn't a big deal. You don't get detained for reckless driving and not wearing your seatbelt, Terry.
No.
You don't get detained for that. You get a ticket.
Yes.
And you have to understand, if you want the process to go by faster, be completely in compliance.
And
again, you can say, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question, or whatever. Here's my license. Here's my registration. Give me my ticket. I'll leave the window open. No, I have not been drinking. No, I have no. Or don't even answer them, because they have to have a reason to arrest you.
Well, he went.
They can't
he went flying by the police officers. Number one.
And that's the thing. They can arrest you for reckless driving.
Yes.
At a certain speed, it is an arrestable offense. 30 over the speed limit is an arrestable offense.
I want to tag on to a couple things you said. And if you watched it, I did. I watched it several times. First and foremost, Tyreek Hill, you cannot dictate the situation. He wanted to dictate the situation. No, sir.
Cannot.
In no way, shape, or form can you dictate the situation, number one. Number two, tapping on your window, that's no different than knocking on your front door. The police have
Same thing.
Right. Number three, that car's window, it was midnight black.
It was tinted. That was a legal tint. That was an illegal tint for sure.
You could not see it. Can you imagine what the officer said, keep your window down? I don't know who you are, what might be in your car. I don't know. You might have just robbed a bank and there's evidence in your car.
I don't know that you're Tyreek. And even if you are Tyreek Hill,
I don't
Terry,
care. You may
how many NFL players have had guns
Absolutely.
and have had drugs in their vehicle.
Absolutely. You may have a gun. How dare you? If you roll up your window, you don't dictate the situation, Tyreek Hill. The police officer in authority dictates it. What if Tyreek Hill, all these people that are on Tyreek Hill's side, which I can't fathom how you would be on his side here after watching that. Everybody had Tyreek Hill rolled up his window. The cop had no idea what's going on. Had he gotten a gun and blown the cop's head off, those people would be on the other side. Oh, that's terrible. Well,
because they don't get it. At the point the police officer opens the door because they feel as though it's over. There is no, hey man, I was getting up. I'm getting up. No.
You can't.
They're at that point. If they ask you, you need to get out of the car. I need you to get out of the vehicle. Just do it. Especially if you know because he didn't have anything wrong or nothing going on. But I think the way he communicated and interacted, it escalated things to get to that point. And he has to take ownership. And look, that police officer didn't want to have to put him in handcuffs.
No.
That was not his thought process going in that.
Let me ask you this, Patrick, and I know you can't get in Tyreek Hill's mind, but I'm going to throw this out. I think rolling the window up on the police officer was a horrible move by Tyreek Hill. My God. You talk about the police officer feeling undressed. He doesn't know what's going on inside. Let me ask you this, though. Tyreek Hill, what was to be your benefit by rolling the window up? Were you just going to show him? No. What was the benefit to roll it? Keep your window down. That poor police officer has no idea what's in that car. I can't believe people are defending Tyreek Hill and his agent. If they are half decent human beings, I think they should look back. It may be a day or two, cool off, and say, hey, I'm Tyreek Hill. Thank you for showing up at this press conference. First and foremost, I want to apologize to the Miami Police Department. I acted in an irrational manner.
And I don't even care. It's fine to say, hey, I was anxious for the game. I was caught off guard. I just was emotional. Forgivable.
Absolutely. I was hyped up. I was jacked for a game. I probably was a little too hyped up. I acted out. Post-game, we just played a football game in the National Football League. We won a thrilling last-second game, and then they stuck microphones back in my face. Okay, I probably should have said no comment, but I didn't. Okay.
What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, dude. Come on. After having time to catch my breath, to get with some people that I trust in my inner circle, you know what? I think I acted wrong. That police officer gave Tyreek Hill 5, 6, 7 chances.
Exactly.
My God, how many more chances do you want? You have to listen to a police officer. And I've had officers tell me over the years, you'll get a lot of people on the street saying, but this, but that, here's my case. Wait a minute. Your case is not to be heard on a street corner. That's what court's for. That is what
exactly
for. If you think something went wrong, take it to court. That's what court's for. They weren't going to arrest him. They didn't arrest him. Tyreek Hill, I think, was about 95% wrong in this situation. I can't blame those officers. I think they handled that situation about perfect. That's my thought. I'm not the end-all, be-all, but that's where I'm going.
People don't understand, like an officer, first off, look, whether you like police or not, there's always going to be bad eggs. There's always going to be corruption in every facet. Pharmaceuticals, construction, government, politics. There's always going to be people that are not in it for the right reason and not doing because they want this position of authority and they abuse it. Don't get me wrong. Like there's plenty of cases. It's not just white on. It's not a racial thing. Look, there is a such thing as implicit bias.
Yeah.
You continue to hear the same thing over and over. Blackmail, or whatever. It starts to get into your mind. That's all you're gonna. Not on purpose, But I'm saying all that to come back to this. A police officer is trained in a certain way to handle a situation, right?
Yeah.
And we need them to do that, because who else is going to? And look, yes, there's other more important things happening. But look, this is why we have politics. This is why we vote. This is our government. We voted on speed limits to be a certain way. We voted on this and that. And there's a fee you have to pay in order to do that. And there's a process in which all that happens. This isn't. It just looks, because this process involves physicality and a camera, and people can see it more often. And look, absolutely, there's probably been thousands of cases that would be different if police had body cams, 25, 30, 40, 50 years ago, right?
I agree.
Most cops they're not bad people. They're not bad people. They're just trying to come home to their families every night.
I agree.
They're trying to make the city safer. They're trying to make sure that it's safe for your kids, for my kids, for everybody. And it's really hard to do that when this thing that is meant to help us go to Venezuela.
Hey,
go to Colombia.
Let me interject this. I thought possibly the worst thing in the whole situation that we saw on the cam was multiple times Tyreek either rolling his window up in the police officer's face or disregarding rolling it down. To me,
stop hitting my window. Stop! Don't knock on my window. Don't knock on my window. Stop knocking on my window.
To me,
oh my gosh.
To me, him rolling that window up in that police officer's face, Tyreek, you may as well just spit on that face in the face of the cop. That's what you did. That was terrible. He is the reason he got detained. He is the reason that it's on ESPN. I agree.
Nobody's going to care about a ticket. You get a ticket, Tyreek. Nobody's going to care about that.
And again, what was your end game, Tyreek, for hitting? You had to physically, consciously hit a button to make your window go up when a police officer said, "Please roll your window down, keep it down." What was your end game? What were you going to accomplish by rolling?
Terry, he wasn't thinking, Terry, because say he would have left his window up. They would have broke his glass. They would have broke through it.
Yeah.
Without hesitation. And there's no way he wouldn't have played in that game if they had to do that.
What if that was some thug, and Tyreek Hill is not a thug. He may have made a bad decision at a time. He's not a thug. I think we're going to agree with this. What if that guy did have bad intentions and he was pulled over and he has a rap sheet and there's no way he's going to get arrested? There's no way he's coming out of that car. He rolled that window up so he could get a 5-second head start on a gun, and he blew away a police officer.
You're right.
And maybe hit innocent people. Well, everybody's tune would be different. Oh, my God, the poor police. Well, you can't. Tyreek Hill tried to dictate the situation. I'm sorry, Tyreek. This isn't a football game. You are not in control on the side. If you were pulled over, detained wrongly, and I don't think you were, that's got to come out in court. That's got to. And we cannot. I don't think as a society we cannot now. Are we supposed to let the potential perpetrator be in charge now because of things? No. If we do that, our society's gone. Tyreek Hill, in my humble opinion, was about 99% wrong in this situation. And he and his agent, they need to apologize to the Miami Police Department. That's my stance, and I'll stay with it.
And I'll say this, man. It's like Tyreek Hill. He just eked of entitlement in that moment.
Entitlement. He really did. I'm a football player. I've got a car that opens up fancy.
I'm important. This is below me. This moment is below me. Let's just get this over with. You're just slowing me down from what I need to do. And it's like, dude, you need to be present. Because these two people, and actually my buddy that's the cop here, he says, I have two different outlooks on it. The video I watched started after the initial stop. Yes, Tyreek should have complied, and not been an asshole, but at the same time, I gather from comments that he already provided his required documents.
Yeah.
The cop was well within his right to do what he did. However, if he had all the stuff, he should have just written the ticket and called it a day. But I hear what he's saying, but I agree with you. Him rolling the window all the way up in those midnight black, like, he handed him I still don't know who you are. I might see your face, but you just handed me the ID and you put the window up right away?
I can't tell what's in your car. I don't know if there's a knife on your passenger, or if there's an AK-47. I don't know. Yeah, I thought Tyreek Hill was wrong, and wrong. I really do. Hey, let's take a break here. We're slowly wrapping up hour number one. He's Patrick Young. I'm Terry Norvelle. A lot of other topics to get to. College football. Boy, where does Notre Dame go? I've got a couple of names. I think Notre Dame's got to make a move. I think Notre Dame, with Marcus Freeman, had the classic hire a coach that the players liked, and most of the time, the hire a coach that the players like doesn't work out. Where do the Fighting Irish go? That and a whole lot more on the other side. Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle, and you on a Tuesday, a beautiful Tuesday here in the heart of Mandarin. We are at Hurricanes Jointon Creek.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jax Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jax Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jax Beach.
Since 1936, Procter Ace has been proudly helping Jax with all your home and garden projects. Whether you need tools, paint, plumbing supplies, or expert advice, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Looking to brighten your yard? Visit our garden center for plants, tools, and everything to make your outdoor space flourish. You're not just shopping here, you're part of our community. So come in today and let us help you tackle your next project with a smile. After all,
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I was tempted.
It's more than just food. It's a tradition, a heritage. It's about my family and the smiles on their faces. It's about the flavor, the meat, the love, the community. Our community. Barbecue is who we are, and it's what we do.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jax to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jax in your app store, either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jax 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms, from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jax 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Oh, there's that angry Gator. Angry. I guess that's an angry Gator. I don't know. They all look like that. Patrick Young, you're a Florida Gator. Maybe you can answer that thing as we welcome you back. The Young and Norvelle Show right here in the heart of Mandarin, live at Hurricanes, Jointon Creek. Great place to hang out. Community area, family get together. Trivia tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll have Patrick. We'll sit him in. Patrick Young, hopefully you're hearing this. Patrick, we'll do some trivia with Trivia Patrick from Entertainment. They are here every Tuesday at Hurricanes in Jointon Creek with trivia. A lot of stuff, a lot of fun stuff going on all week long. I want to thank Josh and Callie, the relatively new owners here. They took over in April, and they were patrons. They love the place, and there's a reason. It's just got a good family feel to it. In the heart of Mandarin, we are set up at Hurricanes, Jointon Creek, our Tuesday home every single Tuesday. Tomorrow, we will be at Twin Peaks. Let me throw this out. We've been giving away Gator football tickets, and we've got 2 more to give away. We have 2 tickets to this Saturday's Florida-Texas A&M game. We're giving them away free of charge. They're really nice tickets. On the Gator side, about 33 rows up at about the 20-yard line. Good tickets, real good tickets, and it is a really, really, really good Florida home schedule. Texas A&M comes in, big game for both teams. Florida needs it. Texas A&M needs it. Should be a good game. 3:30 is the kickoff time. And Patrick and I, we've been giving them away every week, the last 2 weeks, different ways. We want your best story. Here's what we're going to do. And Pat's got a little graphic that he's going to get to us. But you can go ahead and jump the gun if you would like. Here's what we want. We want kind of a short reason why you should be chosen to win the 2 free tickets. Why you deserve the tickets, what you will do with the tickets, kind of a, 100 words or less. 100 words or less. 50 if you can possibly do it. But give us a couple, 3 or 4 sentences on why you deserve the Florida Texas A&M free tickets, and they're good tickets, I'm telling you. We'll post it up on our Facebook page. By the way, you need to join our show Facebook page, the Young and Norvelle Show on Facebook. Just go to the Young and Norvelle Show on Facebook and become part of that. One of the many ways you can consume our show on social media. But please, 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 if you like the show, if you follow the show, if you watch, if you listen, make sure you're part of our Facebook page, the Young and Norvelle Show on Facebook. And we would appreciate that. It helps us grow the show. But we've got 2 tickets. Tell us why we should give them to you. Funny, serious, happy, sad, whatever the story is, why do you deserve these tickets? In, can we call it 100 words or less? You can go ahead and chat with us on the chat, no matter how you are receiving the show, consuming the show. Generally, you should have a chat feature. Write it out. Bam, 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 bam. We'll see who you are. We'll see a timeline, and we'll go from there, trying to give away a couple of tickets to the Florida-Texas A&M game this Saturday, 3:30. Now, looking ahead, we've got tickets to every Gator game. We're giving away all season long, all home games during the regular season. They still have LSU. Gosh, they still have Ole Miss. Good home schedule for the Gators. Absolutely free. No purchase necessary. So start getting your stories together and send them in right now. We'll start taking nominations, and Pat and I'll pick out the winner before the end of the week. We normally do it on Thursday, so we can get you notified and you can make your plans for Gainesville. And then what we do is it's a simple electronic transfer. We send the tickets to you, and off you go. Josh Vaughn was last week's winner, and he had a big time. And he will concur that the tickets are in a really, 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 really good location. Notre Dame. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, where do they go? I think it was a kind of an emotional hire a couple years ago. Marcus Freeman was on the staff. Notre Dame had an opening. They bring in Marcus Freeman as the head coach. He's not the answer. Marcus Freeman now just into his third year at Notre Dame. 20 wins, 8 losses, ugly loss to Northern Illinois. Notre Dame now they're basically out of the college football playoff. And the reason is their schedule. Notre Dame has next to no potential marquee wins on their schedule. Let me dig up their schedule real quick if I can. But you look at the Irish, before the season started, I looked at their schedule and I went, whoa, you talk about no room for error. The Fighting Irish, their schedule, you better win them all or win or lose one at most. Well, that was before the season started. Notre Dame has a win at Texas A&M. Was that a good win? I'm not so sure. A&M not ranked, new coach. A&M has a new coach because last year during the season they fired their coach. It was a disaster. So I'm not so sure even how good the at A&M win was. So put that down. That's Notre Dame. Game 2, they just lost to Northern Illinois. They've got at Purdue this weekend, Miami of Ohio, unfortunately, Stanford, Georgia Tech. Yes, they had a win over Florida State. Georgia Tech lost Saturday. They got beat versus Syracuse. So Georgia Tech, a win over Tech for the Irish. That won't be a marquee win, depending on where they go. Navy's next. Florida State comes up November 9th for Notre Dame. And theoretically, before the season started, that could have been a big game for Notre Dame to play and win. Well, Notre Dame now will face Florida State. The Noles have 2 losses. Who knows how many they have by then? And for Notre Dame to go where they want to go, they've got to beat Florida State. So that would be a minimum of 3 losses for Florida State. Continuing on with Notre Dame's schedule, Virginia, Army, and they close out the year November 30th at USC. So theoretically, the biggest win Notre Dame could have on the schedule the rest of the way would be Southern Cal at Southern Cal. But I don't think, and gosh, I should have done this a moment ago, I don't think Southern Cal is going to be a big win when Notre Dame plays them, because I think the Southern Cal Trojans will have 3 or 4 losses by the time they get there. Let me take a look at Southern Cal, who, by the way, is in the Big Ten now. Let's take a look at Southern Cal and their schedule. USC, they got by LSU, the season opener in Vegas. They beat Utah State. Southern Cal is at Michigan on the 21st. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. Does Southern Cal beat Michigan? Then they've got Wisconsin at Minnesota, Penn State, at Maryland, Rutgers, at Washington, Nebraska, which might be formidable now. Southern Cal then has at UCLA and Notre Dame. I think there's 2 or 3 losses minimum on the Southern Cal schedule. So, with that being said, Notre Dame has next to no marquee wins potential on their schedule. I think the Irish are done. I think the die was cast when they lost to Northern Illinois, and I don't think there's a whole lot they can do about it. No conference championship game, no automatic conference championship win to get in the playoff system. Now, where does Notre Dame go? I'll tell you, in my opinion, an intriguing name that I might call if I'm Notre Dame, and I do know it's time to let Marcus Freeman go. Now, they can't let him go if he goes 11-1. I would call Dan Mullen. I think Dan Mullen would be a good fit at Notre Dame. Kind of a clean-cut guy, can really move the football. He's out of work right now. He's available. If you're Notre Dame, my top two calls might be, and I'm going to move Lane Kiffin out. I don't think Lane Kiffin and Notre Dame would marry each other. I just don't think they would happen. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. If I'm Notre Dame, and yes, I think I'm in the market for a head football coach, Dan Mullen, and I'll tell you the other guy I would call. Mullen would be first. You guys can say what you want about Mullen at Florida. Something happened there. There was something internal. I don't know if we will ever know it. There was something that happened between the Florida football program and Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen had it going too good. I know the anti-Mullen people say he can't recruit. He doesn't like to recruit. All I know is your boy Dan Mullen in 4 years at Florida, won 10 games 3 times. You don't just win 10 games in the SEC 3 years just because. That doesn't happen. Dan Mullen knows what the hell he's doing. Something happened. I would contact Dan Mullen first. And the second guy I would contact, if I'm Notre Dame, and I think they will be contacting because they're going to hire a new football coach, I would go to a little bit of a surly guy, a little bit of an attitude guy, and maybe this is what Notre Dame needs, a kind of a tough-ass guy. I would go to Missouri's head football coach, Eli Drinkwitz. And now, Missouri needs to win a lot of games this year to finish this off. But if Missouri goes out and wins 9, 10, 11, 12 games like they have been, I would go to Eli Drinkwitz and say, hey, this is unbelievable what you've done at Missouri in the SEC. We're Notre Dame. We're freaking Notre Dame. I think the Irish will be in the market for a coach. Where would they go? A couple of thoughts I have. All right, let's take a break here. 1 hour down, 1 to go. Halftime here on the Young Norvelle Show. We're coming to you from our Tuesday home. You know it by now. We're in the heart of Mandarin down here at Hurricanes, Jewington Creek. Tomorrow, we will take the party to Twin Peaks at the intersection of Kernan and Atlantic. We hope you can visit us tomorrow at Twin Peaks or at any of our locations. It's always fun to say hi when you come by at our locations. Young and Norvelle continuing on a overcast Tuesday from downtown Jacksonville.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jax Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jax Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jax Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
The Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming, from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jax app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jax Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 143-2579.
This week. Oh, the Hall of Fame. Isn't that a gorgeous shot? Just a gorgeous shot with the Gators right there in the middle. All those college football helmets. Boy, we wait and wait and wait and wait. And all of a sudden, football's here. NFL football's here. College football is here. But man, does it go by fast. I know I'm paranoid, but I do this every year. You look up and you go, wait a minute. It's week 3 in college and week 2 in the NFL. And then, Patrick, you look up and you go, it's week 7 in the college and it's week 5. Patrick, we wait so long and the football season goes so fast, man.
I know.
What's the deal?
I know, yeah. That's what I was just thinking. But, it seems like it does go slow in between the weeks while we're waiting for games to happen, right?
Yeah.
It feels like we're waiting, when's this game gonna, and then it's gonna go by and just be a thing in the past, right?
Yeah. I guess you're right. But man, and then I've talked to a number of my buddies that are Gator fans, Seminole fans, and now Jaguar fans, and the prevailing thought is, good Lord, you wait 350 whatever days during the off season, you grind. It's hot in June. It's hotter in July. It's hot as hell in August. The season gets here. You grind through, and Florida is 1-1. FSU's 0-2, and the Jags are 0-1. You're like, what? You're like, what?
Not a good time. It's not a good time to be a northern Florida sports fan.
Yeah, long way to go. Hey, I hate to use injuries as end all be all or discussion makers, but I wonder, the Jaguars may have caught a bit of a break. It looks like Tyson Campbell is going to be out for a while. He's got a temperamental hamstring, and we're going to talk with Dr. Bates tomorrow from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Why is the hammy so temperamental, and it didn't look good? Reports are now that I think Campbell's going to miss multiple games, it looks like. So the Jaguars are going to be down I think he's a big piece of the secondary. The secondary is recreated. They're kind of new right now. They got beat up in the second half by 2 really good slot receivers. But, Patrick, I don't know if you heard, it looks like the Cleveland Browns, they had a stinker of an offensive performance. Their tight end, former Miami Hurricane David Njoku, he's a very athletic tight end. He might be out with a high ankle sprain. And remember, last year in the Browns win over the Jaguars,
he torched us.
He killed him. He killed him. He had Yeah, he had 6 catches, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Jaguars couldn't cover him all. So the Jaguars may catch a little bit of an what do you call it? A
break?
A kind of a negative, a neutrality injury situation with a cornerback gone, but they're good tight end.
Yeah.
It looks like.
What do the Browns do if they start 0-2? Goodness gracious.
Ooh.
There's nothing they can do. The Browns can do nothing.
And you know the deal
with They can't get rid of Deshaun. But I want to go back one second, Terry, to what you were talking about with the sports Bible and injuries not – I want to ask you a theoretical question. Injuries not replacing a person. Trevor Lawrence sprains an ankle. Out for 4 weeks, 4 games. High ankle sprain. Mac Jones comes in and just rips it, shreds it.
Lights it up, yeah.
Like let's say three wins, 1 loss. I won't just say 4-0.
Yeah.
But he's playing very well. What do you do?
Yeah, that's a good question. And Patrick, I would ask you one more question on top of that. What was the team doing before the injury?
Okay, yeah.
Because
that's a great. So yeah.
The Gators or the Jaguars haven't exactly been lighting it up before.
Right.
So what were they doing before would be my number one thing.
I would say, hey, they're doing what we see now. A continued, just kind of average, middle of the pack kind of team, just knocking on the door, middle of the door franchise, knocking on the door there. Not this, and Mac Jones comes in and puts them on that little upper threshold where you can relax, but you clearly got it seems as though you're clearly in a position where you're at least going to get a wild card. So this is probably, let's say 3/4 of the season in then. 3/4 of the season in. And makes this push for the team after a Trevor injury that puts them in that position. Do you just say, hey, Trevor, we got to stick with the hot guy even though we're paying you $50 million a year?
Yeah. And, I think there are a couple of other factors. Using your Jaguar analogy and Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence he's trying to start figuring it out. He hadn't lit it up for 5 years, 10 years.
No, he hasn't.
Graham Mertz, I know what I'm getting with Graham Mertz. I've got 6 years of history now. He's in his 6th year of college football. I don't think Graham Mertz individually has the talent to lead his offense by himself. DJ Lagway may have that,
Oh, yeah. DJ Lagway has the talent. I don't think anyone wants to question that he has the talent. It's just like, is he ready yet? Has he played enough snaps? And it's like, no, not yet. But dude is ready for the moment. Like, he will not back down. I guarantee you DJ Lagway is going to go out there, and he's not going to be a scared freshman.
I agree.
I don't think he's going to be a scared freshman. It's just a matter of, will he be able to make the throws? Will he be able to make the reads? And will Coach Napier just keep the offense simple for the guy so he doesn't, so we can avoid delay of games?
Well, here's the other issue. If Florida takes the first drive and goes and gets a field goal, okay, you didn't get shut out, but you didn't score a touchdown. Okay, A&M does whatever they do. Do you run second drive? Do you run Lagway out or do you run Mertz out? If they go get another field goal, right? It's 6-0.
Right.
Who do you run? Who do you run out there? Who do you run out there? I tell you, the biggest problem that I think Napier could have is, and I can see this coming. Can't you see Napier not making a quarterback move until the third quarter and it's 14-0 A&M, or the fourth quarter and it's 17-0 A&M, and Lagway and then Lagway leads a quick comeback, but he runs out of time and they lose by 3.
Yeah.
That would be
it's a tough call as a coach to make that decision that you're going to let the veteran guy, like, hey man, we got to mix it up. But once you make that decision, you got to stand on it. You got to stand on it.
Do you subscribe?
Obviously, if it's 3-0 or 6-0 after those two 3 and outs, it might give some more grace for Lagway to stay in a little bit, or Mertz to stay in a little bit longer. But 14-0, pull the plug.
Yeah.
Pull it.
But
we got to change.
And pull it easy. The worst thing Napier could do is with 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, then you run Lagway out. He goes and gets you 10 quick points, but the game ends. He doesn't have enough time. And you go, why didn't Patrick, where do you
I mean you can almost make that argument with Miami, Terry.
Yeah.
If Lagway would have started in the second half, who
knows?
Maybe things could have been different there as well.
Because they sure couldn't block.
Wouldn't that change the terrible defensive line that could produce zero pressure,
none
pressure.
None. Patrick, where do you stand on the? There are some, I guess I'll call it tenets. There are some sports tenets out there that have been, when I grew up, certain things. You can't lose your job to an injury. Where do you
roll toilet?
Well,
sorry, there's an Alabama guy.
I want to ask you seriously on that's one of those tie goes to the runner. Okay, well, where does it say that in the sports Bible? That's not a rule. That's just a wives' tale. You can't lose your job to an injury. That's not a rule. That's kind of a wives' tale. Where do you stand on that? Because I don't necessarily know that I believe that. I think you should play the player that you think gives you the best chance to win. Not you can't lose your job to an injury. With that said, you may have Herschel Walker, Johnny Manziel, Tim Tebow all in one behind a player that's solid but not great. Do you leave the solid but not great in, or do you go with the superstar? I mean, I've never bought 100%. You can't lose your job due to an injury. I think that's a wives' tale.
I'm trying to think about in a basketball.
Situation.
I think it depends. Not like Shaquille O'Neal. If Shaquille O'Neal had an injury and his backup comes in and he's doing really well, I don't care. It's like I don't care if he's averaging a double every game. Shaq is not losing this position. The backup. Shaq is not losing this position to a backup. But Michael Jordan is not losing. But that's the scenario. I'm talking about. That upper echelon of Hall of Famers.
Yes.
That's a little bit different.
See, that's where I was going to call you at. I was going to say, well, wait a minute. I think you're assuming that injured Shaq or that Jordan Shaq, they've already put up 26 a game for 7 years and 19 rebounds, right?
Yeah.
Well, Graham Mertz hasn't done that. He's been a guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't tip the pendulum this way.
Where did he transfer from again? Wisconsin?
Yeah. Wisconsin.
Was he not starting or just didn't?
Wisconsin was good, was average. They were in a tough conference they were never going to beat Michigan and Ohio State. His skill set did not fit. He always wanted to go to Wisconsin. I read up a little bit on Graham Mertz. He's from up in that part of the country.
Okay.
But Wisconsin was kind of his dream school, so he was going to go there anyway. Graham Mertz was a 5-star quarterback. He played in the Army All-Star game. I saw him. He's good. The Wisconsin offense is a run, pass. Run. He went to a bad offense for a passing quarterback.
That sucks, doesn't it?
So I'll give him that, but he probably shouldn't have chosen Wisconsin.
Yeah.
With his skill set, probably. But you just wonder if you're Napier, do you risk not going to – hey, out of Mertz and Lagway, the only guy that may have total no-hitter stuff because it's 103 miles an hour on the black, the only guy there is Lagway.
Yeah.
You hate to not go to him or go to him so late in a game, he just doesn't have enough time, and you could have won the game by going to him, I
just hear and feel you saying, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so that's what's going to happen. I hope you're wrong.
I do too.
I hope Billy Napier goes against his instinct. Go against your heart, coach.
Yeah.
Go against what your gut feeling is telling you. Don't do it. And be ready to pull that trigger. Pull that freaking trigger as soon as you have to.
And you wonder what the talk is. Obviously, if I'm Billy Napier, I'm having a talk with Graham Mertz, not in the quarterback room, but I'm walking with him off the field, and I'm going, hey, you see what's going on, Graham. I'm not sure which way I'm going here, but this kid may be ridiculously special. It's not like they're taking the ball out of Graham Mertz's hands. Graham Mertz, I don't have the stats in front of me. Graham Mertz has probably thrown 1,000 college football passes. He's in his 6th year, Patrick. It's not like you're not letting Graham Mertz get the experience of playing Division I quarterback.
Right.
He's played for 6 years. He is what he is. And I think on a good team that is not quarterback dependent, he's a pretty good option.
Yeah.
I don't think this Florida offensive line is a good option for a Graham Mertz if you've got a Lagway athlete. I do think Mertz can come in and save a couple of situations before the year's over. There may be a time you need to sit Lagway down. Hey, Lagway may look up next week in Starkville, and those cowbells are ringing, and that crowd, that's the first road crowd, right? That'll be the first road crowd he's played in front of. You may need to run Mertz in there. So you may need to keep Mertz engaged. But, man, if I'm Napier, you may be sitting on a special player that Dean Smith didn't sit Michael Jordan down, right? Dean Smith threw him out there, and Michael Jordan, his freshman year, took the game-winning shot and won the national title.
Right?
I'm not saying there's a national title in Florida's future this year, but Dean Smith could have gone to Sam Perkins, James Worthy, and those guys in that game. But guess who he drew it up for? A freshman named Michael Jordan, because he saw something special in that guy, and Jordan made the shot against Georgetown. Let's take a break here, slowly winding down a busy Tuesday edition of the Young and Norvelle Show. We do it every weekday right here from happy hour 4 to 6. We're live today. Of course, our Tuesday home is Hurricanes in Jointon Creek. Break time. Patrick Young comes back. I'm Terry Norvelle talking some more ball with you. Hey, you want 2 tickets to the Florida-Texas A&M football game coming up on Saturday? We're giving away 2 for the best story the next several days. We're opening it up. Tell us why you deserve those tickets. 100 words or less. It's open to you. You may win 2 tickets to Florida, Texas A&M in Gainesville this Saturday.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jax Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jax Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jax Beach.
For over 20 years, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been providing the highest level of orthopedic and spine care to patients throughout Northeast Florida. Now, we're making that same great care even more convenient with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Direct, a walk-in clinic where you can be seen for pain or injuries with no appointment needed. Staffed by orthopedic physicians and specialists, we offer everything from diagnosis and treatment to imaging and bracing, all with no appointment needed. For more information, hours, and locations, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dynamic Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jax to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jax in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jax 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jax 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Summertime means sizzling sales at Nimnick Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Nimnick never charges above MSRP. You can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%.
You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnick Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave, so I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer.
You can schedule a test drive at NimnickBuickGMC.com, and while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnick is there for you, even on Sundays. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Has he been on the show?
Hey, there we go. Look outside. I don't think that's live, but that is right outside Florida Field where all the Heisman trophies are at. Look at that idiot guy. Who is this guy? What is this guy? What color? What color is that guy's jersey, and why is he acting stupid?
Well, when you're #1 in the country.
As we welcome Trivia Pat from Airtainment joins us here. That's this guy.
What's up?
Who is that guy in Gainesville? Guy had a black jersey on. It didn't look like a Gator black jersey. And he was acting dumb.
I hope it wasn't, because those are the worst jerseys ever.
Patrick, did you see that guy? He was looking dumb.
I didn't see him, but I hope it wasn't a black Gator jersey.
Falcon. We'll just say Atlanta Falcons.
I think it was a
I'm
Gator.
with that.
I think it was one of those black Gator basketball jerseys, and it said Patrick Young on the back. I think he was a fan of Patrick Young's.
It said we are losers.
Hey, buddy, you're back. What are you doing? You ready for some trivia?
Me? Yeah, I'm
You ready?
Absolutely ready for some
trivia.
trivia.
This is Trivia Pat, not to confuse with Patrick Young. This is Airtainment Pat, who you guys are here
Pat.
every.
I don't think we're gonna get confused. We're just like a few shades of color different, so I think we should be good.
You guys look like twins. Twin. Pat 1, Pat 2.
We're both from the Tommy Houlihan tree of.
There we go. I love that. Yeah, what do you know about that, Terry? What you know about Tommy Houlihan? Nothing.
Hey, I know a lot about the Houlihan family.
He's the man.
They are legends at the beach, and I love the Houlihans, and they are good people.
Great people, man. Great people.
Great landscaping and basketball and stuff like that. That's a twosome, right? Landscaping and basketball.
Maybe not in that order, but
all right, Pat. We talked a lot of Patrick Young. We talked a lot of sports. It's not like we're getting off the sports here, but we like to do this on Tuesday, have some fun, and open up to trivia. Trivia Pat from Airtainment is here every Tuesday.
Pat, have you ever had a team answer every question correctly?
Every question? No.
Perfect?
Everyone, a perfect score.
We've had perfect rounds, but not a perfect
rounds.
How many would How many would a perfect game be?
Oh my gosh.
Like how many rounds? How many would that be? 30, 25, 20?
No, give me a second.
Okay. All right, we're doing some math here, Patrick.
Well, I'm a trivia host because I wasn't good at math in school.
Math is overrated.
That's why
it's never going to work. Math.
If you want to be a trivia host, you got to be bad at math and
math. Nobody likes math. Ooh.
You
Hey, what do
you gotta have a good personality.
I like to do math. Hey, what do you want to do Saturday? I'm going to sit around and do some
I'd
math.
say like 70, 80 points, roughly.
But I mean, how many
for a
questions
perfect
would
game.
that be? It's not like,
That's 30 correct answers.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
it's 30 questions.
30 questions.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
30 questions.
You ready
Holy
to
crap.
pop off 30 of these here?
No. So how long does the whole game? About 2 hours for the whole game?
Hour and a half, you said? Yeah.
Hour
Hour and a half. Okay.
And we can't keep these people up. They're old. They're old, Pat. All right, here we go. I don't have any for you. Pat, do you have Patrick Young, do you have any trivia for I don't have any for him.
What you guys got?
We used to have some.
Who's the most famous Owen in the country right now?
Oh, he's using
Who's the most famous Owen?
Owen.
This is a cutesy one. I'm just gonna say trivia, Pat. This is a cutesy Pat Young question.
Owen.
You got
And he's
Owen
taking-
Wilson.
He's taking a stab at a rival. I'll just give you that as a clue.
At a
Most famous-
rival?
most famous Owen in the country right now. He's a Gator.
Yeah.
He played for the University of Florida, and he's taking a stab at one of his rivals.
I have no idea.
Pat, go ahead. Pat Young.
The 0-2 Florida State Seminoles.
0-2.
Oh, that is good.
Not 0-2.
Right? The 0-2.
Oh, that's brutal. Love it.
That's brutal, right?
Maybe
Love it.
0-3.
Oh,
Hey man, that Memphis game is not gonna be easy.
by the way, many people I respect that know college football. Florida State's got Memphis. This Saturday at noon in Tallahassee. Memphis, where Florida State's coach came from. Mike Norvelle was at Memphis. His number one lieutenant took over the program.
Still there.
So they've been smooth. Memphis thinks they've got their best team in the history of their football program. And Memphis, a lot of people think, is in line for the group of 5 playoff. You know, the group of 5 gets one playoff bid in the top 12. That's a good football team coming in Tallahassee. People are saying, Patrick Young and Trivia Patrick, that of the 3 teams Florida State will play, they've already lost 2 to open the season, Georgia Tech, Boston College. Memphis is better than the other 2.
They could be. They could be.
Hold on over there in Tallahassee.
Have you guys before we jump in the trivia, have you guys talked about Memphis at all? Did you guys talk about Memphis earlier on the show?
Not really, not much.
We
No,
just
You
did.
got some stuff for us?
We just did.
The lieutenant, and then they've got a running back that
Yeah.
transferred from South Carolina.
Yeah, Anderson. Mario Anderson. Yeah.
And then their quarterback is a junior or senior.
Hennigan, he's a player, man.
Who's already thrown for.
He's a player. They're good. He's been a starter
Gosh.
for like 4 years.
Yep.
Man, what else you got, Patrick? Pat, that's I don't know that stuff.
Hey, he's trying to butt you off the show, Patrick Young.
Trying to kick me out. Oh, yeah, jeez.
You off the show. What he's trying to
It
do.
could be the Pat and Pat show, though.
Are you? Whoa!
Hey,
You shut
Hey!
your mouth. You Terry, there we go. That'll show him. You shut your filthy mouth, young man. Now, now, when I turn this, if I turn this up, I expect a quick little apology.
like Tyreek Hill should.
Terry, I apologize.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Crazy, okay? Because I know you're on a big show here now. I get it. This is the big leagues here, Patrick.
This is.
All right, so you
This
ready?
is.
Throw some
All right,
trivia our way.
all right. Are you guys ready?
Pat, I'm feeling smart. Patrick Young, are you feeling smart?
Well, it's not about a feeling. It's about a result.
I'd feel smarter if your mom was in the background, like she.
I would feel a lot more confident in that way too. Yep.
Oh, is that mine?
Here we go.
Can I have it?
Is it a Diet Coke?
No, I ordered some wings, but I'm like, those aren't mine, are they? I want it to go.
You're good, Courtney. It's mine.
Can I have them?
No.
What did you order?
A burger. Cheeseburger.
You're about to go to work.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Dude, you're working at 7:00.
Look at me.
It's 5:30.
I can eat a cheeseburger.
Oh yeah,
You've got plenty of time to eat. How does it take you an hour to eat a hamburger? Because if it does, you're a very questionable human being.
Can I have a bite?
No.
Okay, I just want to ask. All right, here we go. Let's do some trivia.
All right.
Trivia here.
Movie quotes.
Oh God, movie quotes, Patrick Young.
No, I'm confident in you guys. All right. So
Here we go.
I'm gonna give you the quote. Tell me what movie and the character from the movie.
And Patrick Young and I will talk aloud before we give you our answer. We're just going to talk it through.
Okay. Talk to me, Goose.
Oh, I know that. Pat,
Yeah. Top Gun.
Boom.
Top Gun and who?
Maverick.
Yep.
Okay, that was how many? 150 points. All right, we got 150. Off we go. Way to go, Patrick Young. Hey, do you have any tough questions, or did you just bring the JV
Terry, this
questions?
is what we.
This is
I warned you
I
guys
appreciate
up.
that. We need one to feel good about ourselves when we mix the next five.
That's a terrible question.
No, only if they're bad questions will I say that. It's 100.
All right, Donald Trump.
You shut your filthy mouth.
You sound like Donald Trump.
Shut your filthy mouth right now.
All right. Sports question.
Oh, we got this. Dude, this is Patrick, you got this, man.
What?
Here we go. What?
American tennis player held the #1 ranking for 286 consecutive weeks?
Male or female?
Male. I'll help you out. As well as winning 7 of the 8 men's singles Wimbledon titles.
Wimbledon.
Oh, shoot.
Wimbledon.
I know it.
Mispronounced word in sports, by the way. Wimbledon.
Roger.
Wimbledon. Okay.
From
It's Roger. I believe it's Roger.
Well, Roger Federer is not American.
Oh, yeah. You said American. Sheesh.
That's going to hurt. But
Yeah.
Pat,
Well, he's one of the most. He's one of the most Wimbledon.
Pat, do you want me to swoop in and help us out? You just asked me. Say,
Is it Pete Sampras?
Attaboy.
There you go.
Attaboy.
There you go, Pat.
That's my man.
I'm glad you reminded me of American because I was like,
Yeah, he
dang.
said American. All right, was that another? That was a $250 question.
Yep.
So we got 250. Hold on. What's 150 and 250? 0, 0, 10.
400.
We got 400 right now.
Okay.
Hey, good question.
We win
If Pete Sampras would have been in his prime with Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal, do you think would he have competed? And Andre Agassi, you think he would have competed with those guys as well? I didn't get to watch Pete Sampras in his prime.
You watch a lot of tennis, Terry?
Yes, I watch him. Terry freaking Norvelle. Yes. What the hell's wrong? Yeah, you guys got me in a bad mood. Yeah, I've spent an hour and a half in a good mood, and you two have got me in a bad mood. Go ahead, Patrick.
I just asked a question.
That's a great question. All right, Pat. He does this. Hard question.
Steve Carell.
So
400 to nothing right now is all I'm going to say. So your trivia people that are rolling up here, bring your A game.
what was the name
Oh, I know this one.
of the horn making
Oh, God.
a deafening buzzing sound?
Oh, what is that thing called?
A phenomenon during the 2010 World Cup.
Terry knows it. Terry knows it. Terry
In
knows
South-
it. Patrick Young, do you need me?
I do. I know what he's talking about, but I don't remember what they're called.
Come on in, Terry. What? This is a 1,000 point question, right?
Sure.
I'm going to put 1,000 because that
He
is
literally said 80 points was the top, but okay, we just.
mouth. Whose team are you on? Pat, you're on my team.
I'm just trying to understand the rules. Patrick literally said 80 points was the most or something like that.
We have 1,400 points, and that answer would be the Vuvuzuela.
Yes.
Vuvuzuela.
Yes.
What a terrible invention.
Oh my gosh. Terrible invention.
My daughter, when that thing was out, my daughter was like 12, and we'd go to games and stuff. We didn't buy one. Oh my God, Kendall, I can still hear that thing. Dad, get me a Vuvuzuela.
You remember it through trauma. Okay.
Yes. So, Patrick, let the record show. I just got us 1,000 points on that one. 1,000.
What do you win, Terry?
My 20 wings I've ordered.
Yeah.
Woo!
That you paid for.
Woo! On Patrick Young's dime. Put it on your account. Hey, hey, Patrick Young, are you going to help out with this at all, or am I just going to carry? My back is a little sore. Oh, back's a little sore.
I'll rub your shoulders later tomorrow.
You shut your filthy mouth. There's one rule of this show. I've told you this. Don't touch me. You don't touch me.
This is one of those kind of shows.
Don't do that. Oh, that was creepy. God,
I can give you the elbow. The elbow, that's like not manly. That's
fine.
The elbow massage. Elbow massage. You ever get someone put an elbow in that spot? Oh man.
Why did you
Makes you want to cry.
You just ruined that. All right.
Okay.
Pat, trigger Pat.
Here we go.
Entertainment.
Which 2010 comedy film?
Oh, this is Patrick Young right here.
Stars Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, and Zach Galifianakis.
Let's talk it through here. Okay. The first thing that came to my mind, Pat, was 40-year-old virgin. Okay, but let's just talk it through. So Paul Rudd, you know him. He was in Zach Galifianakis was
he
not
in that one.
Zach
I don't know.
was
Galifianakis. He wasn't in. He wasn't in 40-year-old virgin.
Pat, what was he wasn't in Anchorman. Those other two were Anchorman. 40-year-old virgin. Was he?
I don't remember. I don't think Zach was in 40-year-old virgin.
Do you have another movie? Do you have another? I don't know. Have another movie with those two guys.
Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, and
maybe Galifianakis was up and coming. Maybe he wasn't a star by then. Maybe he had a small.
Actually, this might be a trick one.
Come on.
This might be an animated movie.
No, not an animated.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah.
All right. There goes my man Brad Miller. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking maybe it was Despicable Me 1 because Steve Carell's been
And I like the way you got that clue out of him without getting a clue out of him. I like
And
it.
I will say Galifianakis was
Was he already a star?
Was he? It was his. He was already. He had done another movie that put him on the map.
Now Galifianakis, he was big in the where they go to Las Vegas for the wedding. What is that? The Tiger.
Oh, the Hangovers. Yeah, Steve Carell wasn't in any Hangover movies.
They weren't in the Hangover, right? But he was already Hangover worthy.
He was already. Yeah. That's
okay.
The
So it was a big movie. Galifianakis.
Was this a big movie?
Okay. By the way,
movie?
Hold on. By the way, this question I just looked it up. This is a 1-point question. Right?
It's not Evan Almighty or Bruce Almighty. I know it's not Evan. I know it's not that. By the way, have you ever seen any Evan Almighty or Bruce Almighty? They are hilarious.
Yeah, and I've seen those movies. I'm lost, Patrick. Are we going to go with what did I say earlier?
You said 40-year-old virgin. I don't think that's it.
We got nothing else, though. We got to move on.
I know.
Let's go with 40-year-old virgin.
I might know.
Whoa!
What was that?
I didn't hear it.
Me.
We may have had our producer coming out of the. Hold on, God Almighty, Bruce Almighty's coming out of the area. Bruce, who do you have?
God, is that you?
I think it's Anchorman 2.
No.
All right, go back to bed. God Almighty, go back to sleep.
God, you were wrong, God.
Way to go, God. God made us fumble.
Dinner for Schmucks.
Dude, nobody.
Oh man, that was so good.
Terrible.
Yes, that was when they made.
There he goes.
That movie is not famous enough to be.
Oh yes, it is. It's not. It was hilarious.
All right, so
it's the best.
We now have 1,399 because that was a lost 1-pointer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sure.
Way to go! Way to go, God Almighty. Jeez,
that was the first time I've heard him pop in.
Trying to help you out
during.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, that was better than I had.
Patrick, that is impressive the way God just kind of swoops in and makes proclamation. I like it.
Oh man, yeah. I've seen the movie. I'm just mad I couldn't remember it.
Hey, but Patrick, you know I always say, always know, live your life because God and Santa are always listening.
Always watching and listening.
God, he's right up there. He's right up there listening. All right,
you ready?
This is a 5,000 point question.
5,000 point question,
and it's got to be a sports one. It's a
got to be a
5,000 point question. It's got to be sports, and it's got to be one we know.
Okay.
It's got to be one we know. Right. Patrick Young, I need you, buddy. I need you here.
He's already given us some easy ones.
Pat, I need you to roll that sleeve up one more roll and show a little more arm to intimidate this guy. We need this.
Oh, farmer's stand?
We need this one.
Ooh.
No, I don't.
All right. Other than MJ, who is the only other Chicago Bulls player to win the NBA MVP award? I'll give you. And I'll give you extra points.
Patrick, if you come through.
In what year did he win the MVP?
Oh, Patrick, if you come through at least with the first part, you feel
Derrick
confident.
Rose.
You feel
Derrick Rose. Oh no, I'm 1,000% certain it's Derrick Rose. Gosh, what year?
Suck it. Just take a step. I just told him to suck it because we got.
I didn't know you could say that on air. All right,
no, go
back. I want to say
get there. Both
2000. I'm just gonna say 2012.
Ooh, he got You got to give him within 2 or 3 years. I mean, come on.
All right. We'll give it to Pat. 2011.
Oh my gosh.
2011.
Folks.
Man, he's the only other Chicago Bull to win MVP. Wow.
Hey, folks, keeping a score at home, that was a 25,000-point question right there. We now have
Welcome to the show where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Where the rules and points just continue.
We now have 28,000.
This is like
9 points right now.
Gosh, whose line is it anyway?
Yes.
The points, like, I love that show, by the way.
Come, guys, let's take a quick break here. That's my man, Patrick Young, right there. That's my partner, right there. I'm just proud.
He's never been so proud of me before. I'm sorry.
That's my guy right there. Okay, give us another one. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. It's all
right.
good here. This is a 450,000-point question right here, folks.
Dang, we're about to buy a house.
It's a sports question.
Sports question. All right.
No, I don't think. Give me like a. Give me a science. Give me a science question.
Not science. Don't say science.
Terry, you got to push yourself.
No.
Hang on.
I don't want a challenge. I'm almost 60 years old. I want to skate through life.
All right.
Skate through life.
In which country
here we go.
was the 2018 FIFA World Cup?
2018. Oh my gosh.
Nobody cares about soccer. That's a bad word.
We've got to expand the memory, Terry.
Can you? So, the last World Cup was won by France.
Way to go, Pat.
Then the 4 years before that, is World Cup every 4 or every 3?
He didn't say for World Cup. He said FIFA.
FIFA.
That's different, Pat. You're not even in the wrong tournament.
Well, FIFA World Cup.
FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it back. Sorry, Pat. Okay.
Oh man,
Brazil,
I did not even pay attention to where. I know the one was overseas. Gosh, I'm gonna say Brazil.
I'm gonna say Brazil.
Russia.
Okay, we missed.
I would never got that one.
I
would never got that one.
That was a 100-point question.
I was only going to say a 1 point.
That was a 100-point question. All right, last one. We're going to take a break and reset and get out of here. All right. You know what? I'm protesting because the last question, I asked for a sports question. Soccer's not sports.
Okay.
Soccer's soccer.
We're fine.
Oh, my gosh.
It's soccer.
All right. Sports question. Wilt Chamberlain had 100
decapitate him
in a single NBA game.
I know that.
Which player had the second highest number of points?
I know this one.
In a single NBA
I know this
game?
one, Patrick, but I'll let you take a stab.
Tell
You're
me-
a basketball guy.
I'm sorry. Could you say it again?
Yeah. So Wilt.
Could you say it again, please?
Wilt had a
100
100-point NBA game.
Most points scored in an NBA game. Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points.
Who's second? Who is second?
Who scored the
for a
second
single
most in a
NBA
single game?
I know the answer.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Terry.
I know the answer. We're going to talk aloud.
It was almost broken.
I would say
It was almost broken last year.
I would say it's a guy named Kobe Bryant, and I would say it was 81 points.
Ooh, Terry laying it on.
Because
Who just almost broke the record last year, Terry? I'll be really impressed if you know this.
last year in the NBA, who had a
last year in the NBA
70-something point game, obviously. The easy guess would be Steph, but I'm not going to say Steph. I would say.
Pat, do you know?
How about Giannis? I don't know.
Pat, do you know?
With the Mavericks.
Oh. Jokic. Luka.
Luka. That would be my guess. Is Luka.
It was Luka Doncic, 77 points, I believe. Yeah, it was 77 or 78. It was ridiculous.
Now.
I gave the question.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's back up before we go to break and wrap the show up. Let's remember who got that question right, though, and the points. 81.
You did. Kobe with 81 points.
Kobe.
Yep,
Hey,
yep.
Patrick, you've heard of Kobe Bryant, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I hated him as a player. I hated him so much.
I tell you what, we got to come back. We got to come.
Now I like him.
Let's take our final break. Cool. Do you have a second just to hang out?
I do.
And we'll say goodbye. What a fun show. We're all learning as we go here.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle, trivia, Pat, and you.
Terry's mean.
Hour right there in Gainesville. Be hopping on Saturday. Gators and A&M. We're giving away tickets this week to 2 tickets to that game. Keep your ears on the show the rest of the week. Young and Norvelle Show right here on Action Sports Jax.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Jags Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Jags Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Jags Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
The Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jax app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jax Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
All righty, Timmy Tebow in bronze, I guess. Is that bronze? I don't know. Metal? Steel?
I don't know.
That's Tim Tebow, man. Just looking like he's going to
Probably iron.
run you over. Iron Tim Tebow. Terry Norvelle, Patrick Young on a Tuesday. I want to thank, of course, our Tuesday home. Jointon Creek is where we're at, deep in the heart of Mandarin. We're at the Hurricanes in Jointon Creek here every single Tuesday. Thank you very much for the hospitality. We're about to get out of here tomorrow at Twin Peaks. Come by and say hi. Trivia Pat from Entertainment. You're here from 7 to whenever on Tuesdays. Big trivia night here. 1 or 2 more quick trivia for me and Patrick, as we've already won, right, Patrick? We've already won. We dominated. We dominated.
10,000 points.
2 million points here. Last one here. We'll get out of here. Remember, if you're in the area, come by, say hi, and play some trivia from 7 on. They'll have a big time tonight on a Tuesday. What do we got?
All right.
Let's end it strong.
End it strong.
Here we go. Patrick Young. Here we go. Patrick Young.
Sports question.
Patrick Young. Look at it.
Which
Pay attention, Pat.
basketball legend?
Pat, look at me. I see you.
1 minute. He's thinking about dinner for Smuck.
1 minute. Other side.
Which basketball legend won 3 straight
Pat's got this.
College Player of the Year awards
Patrick Young,
from 1971 through 19?
Ralph Sampson.
Easy.
Including 2 national titles.
We're talking this through. Do you really think it's Ralph Sampson?
Wait, no. So he went back to back. No, it's going to be UCLA.
It's Bill Walton.
Somebody.
30 seconds. Bill Walton. 30 seconds. Bill Walton. And that was a 5 million point question. And we just set a record.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yep. Yeah, he's gone. Bill Walton. All right, that'll do it. You're gone. I'm gone. He's gone. They're gone. Everybody's gone. But we're back tomorrow.
Appreciate
the
you
Young
guys.
Norvelle Show. Thank you so much.
Pat,
thanks, Pat.
We'll do it tomorrow. Twin Peaks.
Have a great night.
Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle, and you coming back at 4 o'clock tomorrow for the Young and Norvelle Show.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Jax Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Jax Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Jax Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jax to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jax in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jax 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jax 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville.
It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air.
It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who is coming to your house. You know they will be well trained and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at BoldCityAC.com.
Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. BoldCityAC.com. And they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs.
Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at BoldCityAC.com. Homegrown in your hometown.